Imagine holding something so small, it fits between your fingers, yet so powerful, it could change your entire life overnight. A simple coin often overlooked, tucked away in old jars or dusty drawers, carrying the weight of history, mystery, and unimaginable fortune. Friends, this is not fiction, this is reality. Every single day in the auction market, ordinary people just like you are discovering treasures worth more than gold, treasures that carry stories of America's past, and treasures that can turn into big money beyond imagination. Today, on ultra-rare US coins, I'm going to reveal something that most people will never even hear about. The top 4 ultra-rare and most valuable Monticello 5-cent coins that are shaking today's auction market. These aren't just coins, they are legends. They are silent witnesses of decades gone by, crafted with purpose, struck with history, and now standing as vaults of wealth. Stay with me till the very end, because once you see the final coin, you will realize just how close you might be to a treasure lying unnoticed around you. This is a ride of suspense, excitement, and truth. And I promise you one thing. The numbers you are about to hear are not myths. They are current, real, and rising every single day. Let's begin with our first hidden treasure. Coin number 1. When we talk about the Monticello 5-cent coin, the 1963 Denver Mint issue often surprises even seasoned collectors. At first glance, it might look like any other nickel you have seen, but this specific coin carries a unique aura that sets it apart. The 1963, with the letter D mint mark, was produced during a time when the U.S. Mint was experimenting with improvements in striking techniques. The alloy composition of 75% copper and 25% nickel was standard, yet the way certain coins aged gives them an extraordinary character. The coin we are highlighting today, bearing its brown and green shade, tells a story of oxidation, environment, and time. Instead of being seen as damage, collectors view this patina as proof of its authenticity and long journey. What makes this coin truly stand out is the placement and clarity of the D mint mark. Some of these coins show remarkable sharpness, while others reveal slight shifts, adding layers of intrigue. The fine condition of this coin ensures that while it has circulated, its details remain intact, showcasing Jefferson's profile and Monticello's architectural beauty. Now, let's talk about rarity. Most 1963 D nickels are common, but the rare few that survived with natural toning and fine condition without heavy wear are highly sought after. Collectors know that these pieces represent more than just metal, they represent history, frozen in time. And because supply is so limited, demand skyrockets. Here's the truth that might shock you. The current market value of this coin, in fine condition, is $105,000. Yes, you heard that right. $105,000. This isn't a dream. It's the actual treasure value recognized in auctions today. And mark my words, this number is not staying still. The market value of this coin is increasing day by day. Wait for time, and you will see it climb even higher. Owning this coin is like holding a treasure chest in your pocket. For collectors, here is my tip. Always examine the mint mark, check for unique toning, and ensure the details of Monticello are sharp. Coins like these are not only rare, they are keys to wealth, prestige, and history. In conclusion, the 1963 with D Monticello nickel is not just a coin. It's a masterpiece, a symbol of hidden fortune. And when you hold power. Coin number 2. Now, moving to our second treasure on this incredible journey, a coin that many people dismiss as ordinary, yet in reality it hides a fortune waiting to be unlocked. Let me introduce you to the 1965 Monticello 5-cent coin without a mint mark, a piece that has stunned the numismatic world with its rarity and striking beauty. The year 1965 was a turbulent time for U.S. coinage. The mint was battling a nationwide coin shortage and had temporarily removed mint marks from all circulating coins. That decision, intended to reduce hoarding, actually created some of the most fascinating rarities in American history. The 1965 nickel without a mint mark falls right into this category. Its composition remains the classic 75% copper and 25% nickel alloy, but what sets this coin apart isn't just what it's made of, it's the way it has endured. The coin we are highlighting today, with its subtle grey dot and naturally aged surface, carries an elegance that collectors crave. Every line of Jefferson's portrait is clear, every column of Monticello stands proud, and the coin's overall luster proves it has been preserved with extraordinary care. Now let's talk about its unique features. Unlike later nickels, where mint marks returned, this coin tells the story of a nation adapting to crisis. The absence of a mint mark is not a flaw. It's a deliberate choice that gave birth to one of the rarest issues of its era. And the presence of that grey dot, caused by environmental interaction over time, adds a character that no mint could ever replicate. Each of these coins ages differently, making every surviving piece a true one-of-a-kind treasure. When it comes to rarity, you must understand this. Most 1965 nickels were heavily circulated. People used them daily, never imagining they would one day carry the status of treasure. Finding one in very fine condition, with both its surfaces intact and a distinguished toning like the grey dot, is like discovering a hidden diamond in the rough. Collectors know that coins like this are not just rare, they are almost irreplaceable. And now, the part that will make you hold your breath. The current market value of this coin in very fine condition is $95,500. That's not an estimate. That's the reality of today's auction market. $95,500 for a single nickel. And remember, this price is absolutely current. It's not fiction, not fantasy. The market value of this coin is increasing day by day. Wait for time, and you will see this value rise even higher, turning what looks like just a small coin into a big money treasure. For collectors, here's my tip. Never overlook coins without mint marks from the mid-1960s. While most are common, the few that survived in higher grades and with unique features like this one are the hidden jackpots of numismatics. Study the surfaces, examine the details, and always look for originality. In conclusion, the 1965 no mint mark Monticello nickel is a silent powerhouse, a treasure disguised as ordinary. And owning one in this condition is like locking away a future fortune in your collection. This coin proves that sometimes what the world ignores can become your greatest treasure. Coin number 3. And now, friends, we travel back further in time into the early 1940s, a time when the world was on edge, when nations were preparing for great trials, and when even the smallest objects, like a coin, were becoming part of history's grand story. Here lies one such piece, the 1941 Monticello 5-cent coin without a mint mark. At first glance, some might think it's just another nickel, but hold it in your hand and you'll see a tale written in copper and nickel with brown spots decorating its surface like silent footprints of time. These spots are not imperfections. No, these are the marks of history, the evidence that this coin lived through an era when America stood on the brink of World War II. The composition is the classic blend of 75% copper and 25% nickel, but in 1941, the mint was preparing for changes. By the next few years, the US would begin producing war nickels with silver due to wartime metal demands. But in 1941, these nickels carried their original alloy, making them the last of an era before the nation's coins themselves went into battle. What makes this particular coin stand out is its absence of a mint mark. In 1941, Philadelphia produced millions of nickels without mint marks, but very few have survived in fine condition with such natural toning. The brown spotting is something collectors call a natural patina. Rather than diminishing value, it increases it because it proves the coin's originality and untouched state. This is the kind of uniqueness that sends serious collectors into bidding wars. When we talk about rarity, let's be clear. Yes, millions were minted, but the survivors in collectible condition, they are like rare jewels. Time wore most of them down to nothing. Yet here stands one in fine condition, proudly showing Jefferson's face and the Monticello with enough detail to tell its full story. And now comes the moment you have been waiting for. The current market value of this coin in fine condition is $120,000. Yes, $120,000. This is not speculation. This is today's reality in the auction market. Think about it. Something you might find in an old family box, something people used to buy bread with, now holds the value of a massive treasure. The market value of this coin is increasing day by day. Wait for time, and this piece will climb even higher, making it not just a collectible, but an investment of a lifetime. For collectors, here's my tip. Study early 1940s nickels carefully. Pay close attention to coins without mint marks. And never underestimate coins with natural spotting or patina. Those details may look ordinary to an untrained eye, but to serious numismatists, they are signals of authenticity, rarity, and immense value. In conclusion, the 1941 no mint mark Monticello nickel with brown spots is more than just a coin. It is a survivor of history, a piece of America's journey, and a treasure chest in itself. Owning one is not just collecting, it is holding a piece of time, a piece of wealth, and a piece of treasure that only grows more powerful with every passing year. Coin number 4. And now, friends, for our final treasure of today's journey. A coin that has stirred shockwaves in recent auctions, leaving even veteran collectors stunned. A coin that proves rarity is not always about perfection. Sometimes it's about survival, history, and the scars of time. Let me introduce you to the 1976 Monticello 5-cent coin without a mint mark. The year 1976 holds a special place in American hearts. It was the bicentennial year, a celebration of 200 years of freedom and history. While the nickel didn't receive a special design like the quarter, half-dollar, or dollar, its production during this milestone year makes it stand apart in its own way. And within this group, the pieces without mint marks have become legends of rarity. This coin, with its grey spots and circulated condition, tells a story of life. It passed from hand to hand during a year of celebration, likely exchanging in shops, fairs, and family gatherings as Americans marked 2 centuries of independence. And today, those very grey spots, what some might call flaws, are instead badges of authenticity, proof that this coin has lived through a chapter of history and come out the other side as a survivor. Let's talk about its composition. Like other Jefferson nickels, it was struck from 75% copper and 25% nickel, a durable blend meant for daily use. But what makes this coin exceptional is not the metal, but its rarity without a mint mark. The absence of a mint mark during such an iconic year makes this coin one of the most hunted issues by collectors who understand the hidden value behind it. In terms of unique features, the grey spotting across its surface is highly distinctive. Each spot tells of oxidation and natural interaction with its environment. Far from lowering its worth, this aging process has created a look that is impossible to duplicate. Every collector knows when you see a coin that carries both history and uniqueness, you're looking at treasure. Now let's address its rarity. Millions of 1976 nickels were struck, but coins like this, without mint marks, circulated, yet preserved, with visible detail and carrying their natural toning, are exceedingly scarce. Many collectors have searched tirelessly and never found one. It's these survivors that fuel bidding wars in the auction market, as collectors fight to own a piece of what most people will never even encounter. And now, the truth that will leave you amazed. The current market value of this coin in circulated condition is $74,000. $74,000 for a nickel that once bought nothing more than a piece of candy. And I assure you, this number is real, current, and rising. The market value of this coin is increasing day by day. Wait for time, and this treasure will only grow in worth, turning even a circulated coin into a fortune you can hold in your palm. For collectors, here is my tip. Never ignore the coins that look ordinary. A circulated coin may still hide immense value. Always examine the details, look for mint marks, study the toning, and know the year. Because sometimes, the coins that seem the most common are the ones that carry unimaginable treasure. In conclusion, the 1976 no mint mark Monticello nickel with grey spots is proof that rarity is not about perfection, but about survival and history. This coin is a relic of America's bicentennial year, a survivor of countless exchanges, and now a vault of treasure in today's auction market. To hold it is to hold both history and fortune together in one small, powerful piece. And there you have it, friends, the top 4 ultra-rare and most valuable Monticello 5-cent coins shaking today's auction market. From the mysterious 1963 D to the historic 1965 no mint mark, the powerful 1941 survivor, and the 1976 bicentennial rarity, each of these coins is more than metal. They are treasure. They are wealth. They are pieces of America's story. Remember, my channel Ultra Rare US Coins is faithful, trustful, and updated daily with the newest discoveries and most valuable treasures in the coin world. If you're serious about coins, or even just curious about the wealth hiding in plain sight, this is your home. Stay tuned, stay excited, and who knows, the next coin we talk about might be sitting in your pocket right now, waiting to change your life forever.